The social cost of carbon has gotten a great deal of attention in the last couple of years, although it dates back for many, many years. And it has a lot of potential policy ramifications, which is why we've treated it to a deep dive in the Climate Web. So here is the deep dive, but if you were somewhere else in the Climate Web and were looking for it, and you type social cost into the search field, you'll see there that the social cost of carbon SCC deep dive pops up, and if you just click on that, that's where you would end up going. So like all the deep dives, there are discussion points in terms of some of the key issues being discussed in the context of the social cost of carbon. Then those are linked to arguments that people make with respect to one point of view or another. And the goal is to continue to link specific pieces of information to these arguments. But this is not particularly well developed yet, so bear that in mind since it's an ongoing process. But all the different arguments can be seen in one place. The social cost of carbon sources, we probably have most of the social cost of carbon literature here. In most cases, the PDFs are here if you want to download them. You've got a lot of the social cost. Then you've also got the literature on intergenerational decision making, the literature on integrated assessment models, and the literature on economic discounting, which is one of the key issues with the social cost of carbon. Same goes with news coverage, social cost of carbon networks, relevant cases and proceedings, who's working on the social cost of carbon, who's writing about the social cost of carbon. That's always part of the networks. And one of the really interesting aspects of the social cost of carbon is that we've gone through and we've extracted a lot of information from the literature. And we've then used that information to answer questions, and we've grouped those questions into different categories. So for example, arriving at social cost of carbon estimates, are there aspects of the social cost of carbon we can't quantify? How can social cost of carbon estimates be used? How many social cost of carbon estimates exist? And in every case, those questions are linked to answers from the literature. And if you click on one of those answers, you will see that that's linked back up to the paper that it originally came from. And that paper is linked back to the paper's authors and to the categories that it's linked to within sources. And you can see that we've extracted some of the key information from the paper. So what that means is that you can really explore through these questions, of which there are 7 or 80, you can really explore in depth the social cost of carbon through this deep dive in a way that you would have a lot of trouble doing in any other context. And for example, the knowledge base is where we basically stick all of the pieces of information that we've extracted from all of the different sources. So you can literally just scroll through hundreds of statements coming from all the different sources and see what you find that is particularly interesting to you, and then you can track that back up to its source. So it really is a massive resource for understanding, for exploring, for researching the topic of the social cost of carbon.